come from like toxic households. You know, you're just your parents disciplined you a certain way. That's why abuse is not good because then eventually it translates into your like adulthood, and then it's because the thing is like you have to understand generations are changing and now we are more aware of like mental health and things are changing, but back like I mean, are you kidding me? Like now there's more mental health awareness, but that was not always a fucking thing. Like, are you kidding me? Like mental health was not always a motherfucking thing. Like no fucking way. Like, dude, you come from a Hispanic household, from like a black household, like a foreign household, you know, no. Like even Middle Eastern, like Asian household. It's just with foreign countries, a white household, I would say, I mean, if you really think about it, like white people tend to be less aggressive than, at least in the United States of America. I would say more so, actually, probably like in general, white people tend to be less aggressive than other like cultures do. But I think it has a lot to do with like they probably haven't endured that much abuse, like not physical abuse. So then that's why I think like white people in general tend to be less aggressive, like when they're adults, like 100%, because they don't go through like, they can go through trauma. Obviously, we all go through trauma, but like, I don't think it's as common as if like as it is in like a like black household, Hispanic household, Asian household. Um yeah, I mean, are you kidding me? Like Asian parents like can be very very strict, and they have very high expectations for their kids like when it comes to grades. Like are you like there's some households that are very strict. Like you're grounded if you don't get an A. Like you have to be an overachiever. Like you have to excel, you have to win. Yeah, a lot of pressure. So the thing is like I just feel like with other households it's just different. But anyway, enough about that though. We should write a paper on it because of how long the conversation is. So yesterday I went to work. I got hired at a new strip club, okay? And I think I made like 700. Now, this is a strip club that I got hired at. Oh, I failed. I failed. I have to retake it. Right now I'm focusing in on stabilizing my income. I still haven't paid my rent. I told my landlord, I'm like, here's the thing, like honestly, New Jersey is awful for strip clubs. It's awful. Like I've never been in such a fucking awful state. There's options, but like the strip clubs that are for me, I'm starting to learn that I need to go to strip clubs where the Russians go. There's a lot of Middle Eastern, like the strip club that I just got hired at. It's it's interesting though. Most of the girls that they bring in there that work there come from an agency. They don't have a lot of freelancers. 96% of the dancers that work there are Russian. Do Middle East, well, I mean, I don't know. Like it varies. I mean, for me, I know how to deal with Middle Eastern men because Michael is Middle Eastern. And like I used to work at a club with mainly Armenians, and I mean I've dated Middle Eastern men. So for me it's like I know how to talk to them. Like I know how to deal with them. Plus I'm attracted to them too. So it works. Maybe I find my future husband at this club, but anyway. Oh my god, I cannot. Um the thing is the majority of the girls that work there are Russian, which is interesting. They all speak. Oh, I learned Russian. This is how you say hello in Russian. Привет. That is yes. Da. Yes. And then нет is no. So I know 3 words in Russian. Привет, da, and нет. And I'm gonna continue to learn Russian because there's Armenians that know like Russian. They're like they're Armenians or Ukraine, whatever. Apparently, like Russian is like the main language over there. But anyway, yeah, the girls were teaching me. So apparently these girls are part of an agency. Okay. So they get they bring them to United States of America with the visa. And they like they all live in Brooklyn. They all live in New York, but they work in New Jersey because in New Jersey they don't ask you for your social security number. So they're like pretty much illegal, kind of. They don't even I don't even know what kind of who the fuck knows how they bring them because how do you get a social security number? Like do you have to be like legal to get a social security number? No, I mean, obviously you do. Sorry, that was stupid. But I mean, do you have to be a US citizen or can you be a resident? How does that I don't fucking know. The thing is like they don't have social security numbers. Me neither. Like they don't have social security numbers. They come here with the visa and a van picks them up and dude, I should also tell them I'm Russian. Like, they could put me in a but it's interesting. Some of the girls that like these Russian girls, some of these girls, like, I mean, there was a girl that was like very heavy. But I think because she's Russian, like it doesn't fucking matter. And the club that I got hired at, he was like, I don't like hiring ghetto girls. So that is one thing about the Russian girls that dance, that work at strip clubs. They're not like the white girls. They're not like the Hispanic girls. Yeah, they're white and like their skin complexion. But they don't act like white girls. Um they don't act like black girls. They don't act like they don't act like anyone that's American. They don't act like that. The Russian girls tend, I'm going to be honest with you, they tend to have more class. Like they really do. Like that's why I don't know, it's interesting. A lot of people will ask me at work, "Are you Russian?" I'm like, "No." Maybe because of the way I carry myself at work. Um but yeah, no, a lot of people that is what that wow, that's wild to say. It's true. They don't act like the white girls. They really don't. Like even though their skin complexion is white, they don't act like that. They act so different. They act like very like classy. So anyway, long story short, like the manager was like, he was like, I don't like hiring ghetto girls. And keep in mind, the guy is Peruvian, he's Hispanic, but he does not, there's not even one single black girl that works there. It's just all Russians. He said 96% of the girls that work there are Russians. And let me tell you, I went to work yesterday at the Russian club and I made like $700. That's why I'm like, damn, I need to work with Russians. There's money at those places because the guys that like go in there, I mean, some of them speak Russian, some of them don't. They're Turkish. The thing is, it's a Russian Middle Eastern club. And you feel like you're in a different world at that club. Dude, I'm like the only